hate this waiting. Why aren't they called?
You need to calm down, love.
It's all right for you. You can pace.
Look, we're not Lauren's family, are we? They're hardly going to be tripping over themselves to call us.
They should be tripping over themselves, size of their boots, and I'm surprised their car didn't collapse on the way into the precinct.
What?
The clowns. The lot of them. And I'll tell them so next time I see them.
Hello? Oh. Yeah, of course. Yeah, come on.
Who's that?
Well, I've just sent in the clowns, put it like that.
The police are here. Do you think there's news?
We're just about to find out.
We just want some more background.
I'd appreciate some foreground first. Was it a bloodstain?
We're looking into it.
We can't discuss an ongoing investigation. Look, the best way you can help us find Lauren is by answering my questions so we can obtain the clearest picture possible.
OK.
Would you mind giving us some privacy?
Why are you going to get the thumb screws out on him?
At this stage, we like to keep any information within as tight a circle as possible. If your nephew says something of relevance, we won't want it leaking into the community.
I'm hardly going to do that, am I?
I can handle things.
OK. Listen, if they come on strong, just holler. I'll be in the bedroom.
You mentioned Lauren had bruises, Bobby. Do you know how she came by them?
She made up this story about a fall, but I knew she was lying. She had this ex.
Have you got a name?
Yeah, she kept dead quiet about him, but I could tell she was scared of him. I bet you that's where the bruises came from.
OK. Had they been seeing each other a while?
Since before I knew her, but that's not long.
You said her flat was in a state when you first reported her missing.
That's right.
Well, it's not now.
Roy went and cleaned it up.
Roy Cropper, he owns the cafe across the road. He used to employ Lauren.
Until she disappeared?
Well, until he sacked her.
So, why would he clear out Lauren's flat?
So Evelyn could get a deposit back off the landlord.
Evelyn?
She's a friend of Roy's. She was going to vacate the place, but Roy persuaded her to sublet it to Lauren. Gave her a job at the cafe and paid her first month's wages up front so she could pay the rent.
Why? Is he some sort of relative or family friend?
Nah, he just liked helping people. Anyway, when Lauren was gone and the flat was a tip, the landlord was threatening to send Evelyn the bill for a deep clean.
So, Mr. Cropper went in and cleaned up?
And paid Lauren's outstanding rent. He just didn't want to see Evelyn out of pocket.
Obviously. I think we need to pay Mr. Cropper a visit. Were you and Lauren Bolton friends?
Oh, we didn't socialise, naturally, but we were on friendly enough terms.
Even though you sacked her?
She took some money from a customer's bag. I had no option but to dismiss her. She was upset, but I think she understood.
Why did you give her a job in the first place? I believe her history was quite well known locally.
She was trying to make a fresh start. It's clearly struggling.
She was vulnerable.
I suppose. She reminded me of someone who I'd helped in the past. Working here had helped that person to find their feet, so to speak. Unfortunately, it didn't have the same effect on Lauren.
So you're quite the good Samaritan, then?
I wouldn't go that far.
You're too modest. I've heard you arranged Lauren's accommodation, you gave her an advance to pay her first month's rent, you cleared her outstanding debt, and then cleaned up her flat. Couldn't see my boss doing that for me.
As I say, I was hoping that she might be able to turn her life around.
And how would settling her debts and cleaning her flat help with that?
Well, it wouldn't. The notional tenant is a friend of mine. She stood to lose money if the flat wasn't returned in good order. As I persuaded her to sublet to Lauren in the first place, I felt it was incumbent upon me to clear the flat up and to pay the outstanding rent.
What did you do with her things and the rubbish she cleared away?
Well, I gathered together her personal effects, laundry, which is upstairs, and then disposed of the rubbish in the bins at the rear of her flat.
Has there been a collection since?
Well, not on a Monday, no.
Good. We'll need to go through it. And I'll need Lauren's things too.
Oh, certainly, yes. They're in the wash at the moment.
In the wash?
So they'll be ready when she returns. Cycle will be nearly finished. You'll be able to collect them within the hour.
I'll send someone. Right. We won't keep you any longer. I believe we already have your fingerprints on file.
Why would you require my fingerprints?
To eliminate them at the scene.
I'm not sure there'd be much use. I wore rubber gloves throughout the clean.
Yeah, but you might have left some stray ones. This is nothing to worry about, Roy. It is purely standard procedure.
Right, I see. Well, if I can be of any further assistance to you, you know where I am.
Yeah, we do.
So they were pushing you quite hard then?
Well, it's all fairly routine, I think. But their main concern seemed to be why I cleared out the flat.
I bet you wish you'd just left it. First I gave you a hard time, and then the coppers.
Well, you were upset. It's understandable. But if the police are to find Lauren, they need to know everything. Transparency is vital.
They make you feel so guilty, though, don't they? Even if you've not done anything wrong, you just feel dead nervous.
Well, one gets to a certain age and one isn't easily rattled. So, they've taken the rubbish from the flat and Lauren's things.
They seem to be taking things seriously.
Thanks to Auntie Carla.
No, thanks to you, you mean. But if you hadn't kicked up a fuss in the first place, she'd just be another missing person, wouldn't she?
Indeed. You were the only one who refused to write Lauren off. Myself included.
I just want to know where she is.
Did the police say anything about the bloodstain?
Nothing. She wasn't giving anything away.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, won't we? Right, come on, you must be hungry. I'll stand you a chippy tea.
Oh, no, I couldn't face it. I'm going to go down to the precinct, see if I can see any activity at the flat.
Bobby, they won't tell you anything.
Maybe, but I can pick up a feeling. I don't know. I can't go home and do nothing.